Hello there, toy collectors and friends. This is Bosco's Toy Box. I am back with more toy collectibles, and this time it is to show you a World Peacekeepers that I got at Big Lots. And this World Peacekeeper is I think he's a Navy SEAL tunnel hunter. And I think they run about, is it $13 or $15 at Big Lots. And again, mainly can be found at Big Lots, of course on eBay, but you're gonna be paying inflated prices. But one other place right now that you can find them at is at Kroger, Smith's grocery stores in their Christmas aisle, because sometimes they do put out some World Peacekeepers, which is very strange because I always thought that World Peacekeepers were exclusive to Big Lots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all of his accessories and his clothes and just his posability and just basically everything that this action figure slash doll has to offer. Right now I have him sitting down, which is fantastic, unlike like a regular Ken doll, that they can be positioned in a lot of just normal positions, like for, like, you know, of course, like a human. So right now, sitting down on a box, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the one-up box here, and I'm going to show you. And what I wanted to say is that he kind of, like first of all, his face, let me have him kind of sitting down here. He's got a great face, and he kind of looks like a Hector or a Carlos. He has a removable hat, so let's take his hat off first. And since I'm taking the hat off, let me just quickly show you that it does have an elastic band, and it can be, again, like I just did, taken off and put back on. So that's a really great feature there. And just to show you, he's just got some great facial features. He does have that mustache, and he actually does have some colored lips. So, you know, it's not all just like one skin color. It's just a really good facial, it's just a really good head sculpt. Okay, so the next thing I want to take a look at is he does have a great black zipper, kind of like, it's like a wool almost, kind of like a wool zip up, I guess, sweater, zip up, whatever you want to call it. It does have a working zipper, and that's just to show you. And there's no shirt underneath for this World Peacekeeper. And what I'll do is I will show you the cargo pants now, the camouflage pants, which, just to show you, since I have him standing up, he is just a little bit high-waisted in the pants, so it's not that big of a deal, but they ride a little high. Okay, and then the camouflage pants have one pocket on either side, and this is to show you that the pocket is not sewn shut. You can actually keep items in his little cargo pant pocket, and so that's just to show you. This is one of his accessories that he comes with here. So let me bend his leg a little bit easier to show. Okay, so that's just to show you that he can hold items within his pocket, and it actually goes in. It can actually go in deeper. I just have it sticking out a lot. Okay, so that's one of his accessories, all the way, basically almost all the way in. And then just to show you that the other side is not sewn shut. So the other side, and let me get the other item in there off camera. Okay. So again, that's just to show you right there that the item is inside of his pant pocket. Okay, so two pockets within the camouflage pants, and then the boots are a rubber boot, and it has some nice little detailing with the laces. Okay, and then there are treads on the bottom. Okay, let's show you there. And then let me take off his boot, and I'll show you it a little bit better up close. The other thing, what I don't think I actually forgot to mention is that these World Peacekeepers are in 1/6 scale, almost like a Ken doll. And these boots, I'm assuming that, actually, you know what? I have a Ken here. So this Ken doll, I want to see if he can wear actually his boot. I'm actually kind of forcing it on because Ken does have a different kind of foot, and he's actually having a really hard time getting the boot on because he doesn't have a bent foot like the World Peacekeepers does. So as you can see, the articulation in the foot can be moved up and down, and he does have a flat foot. It's not slightly curved or whatnot, it is a flat foot. Okay, so he can actually stand, and I'll show you. That's just how he stand. Oops, he just bent just a little bit, but that's just to show you that he could actually stand flat or barefooted on a display shelf or on a table. Okay, so taking off the other boot, and the other thing I wanted to say is that you might be able to put a Ken shoe or boot onto the World Peacekeeper, since like I showed you, that the World Peacekeeper has an articulated bent foot that can get the shoe on, unlike Ken that cannot get the shoe on. Okay. The other thing that I want to show you here before I show you his articulated body is that the hands are gloved, and the hands can come off, but the gloves cannot. It is a painted hand that looks like a glove, and there's actually a website that you can go to where you can buy different hands to sort of match the skin color. So if you didn't want a gloved hand and you wanted a bare hand, you can actually do that. And just to show you how these World Peacekeepers have these hands that can be taken off, and they actually do have World Peacekeeper sets that have interchangeable hands, that have bare hands and gloved hands within the set. Okay, so that's just to show you what the hands look like. And actually taking off the clothes are a little bit easier if you take off the hands, so because they have the fingers that can get caught up in the clothing. Okay, so next what I want to show you is the World Peacekeeper without the clothes, just to show you that they can be taken off, and it's actually a really nice material. It's not cheap or whatnot, but just a great piece of material that the World Peacekeeper wears. Okay, and then I'll show you with the pants. Let's see if I can get the pants. Oh, the other thing I want to show you, since I'm taking the pants off, is that they do have these snaps that unfasten the pants, which is like, actually, it's just another nice little touch that just makes it like it's a real piece of clothing. Okay, so, and that's what the cargo pants look like. There's no back pockets, just like I showed you before, just two side pockets. Okay, now the other thing that I don't think I showed you is that he comes like with these two little mini dog tags that are in really good scale to the action figure himself. Okay, they're not oversized, and they just have a really nice scale with the 1/6 inch doll slash action figure. Okay, now to show you, actually I want to put back let's put the hands back on, or actually let's just put one of the hands back on, just to show you that he does have an articulation in the shoulder here. Okay, so they can be raised up and back. Okay, and then he does have an articulation in the elbow area here. Okay, so he actually had, and then he actually can twist the arm right there. Okay, bend it all the way back, and even the hand can be circulated. Okay. And then his upper region is, I guess, would that be the little ab circulation there. Okay, he can twist. Let's see if he can twist all the way around. He can twist all the way around. Okay, he can go a little slightly forward, just a little bit. Okay, and then he does have a slight twist in the waist, just a little bit. Okay, and then his legs have got the knees that bend. Okay, so he can bend at the knees, and he can kick forward. Okay, actually it's a little bit hard because just the way my setup is, working with a big doll like this. I should actually position my camera better, but right now, and that's just to show you, like, in a seated position. Let me get the box back because he was hindered by clothing. So let's just show you that he can actually sit down really nice. Okay. And let's get the box out of the way again. Okay. And as far as standing, I'll show you that. Let's get his other foot working here. Okay, so let me turn the camera around. So that's just to show you that he can stand on its own without the boots, without any kind of support. Okay, so he stands up really nice. And let's get his clothes back on, and I'll show you his accessories, because the other thing, like, maybe not so much with like these doll / action figures, but like some of the, like those World Peacekeeper action figures, they actually have a kind of a terrible I don't know what you would call it, like with the weapons that they come with, they just they don't hold them well, and they just don't, their size is way out of proportion. And with the World Peacekeepers, I have to snap his pants here. With the World Peacekeepers, they actually have some amazing accessories. And again, I apologize, just really quick here. I just need to get his sweater back on. But with the World Peacekeepers, they have some awesome accessories that they can hold very, very well. And I'm going to show you that here right now, because his clothes are back on. And let me just get the hands on so he can hold the stuff. Okay. Snap his hands back into place. And again, I apologize for doing this off camera. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's get his hat back on too. Let's get him zipped up so he's ready for battle here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually set him back down on the box. Okay, and oh, I forgot to put his boots back on, so let's just snap the boots on really quick. Okay, so now the box, so he can sit down. Okay, so let's get his face shown here. Okay, so he's all dressed, ready to go into battle. Okay, so his first accessory, which let's get him just out of the way just a little bit because I won't have him holding it yet, is this gun, which has an, like an elastic band, so he can actually hold it over his body, or actually strap it around his body, and then he can actually have it and not hold it. And then a nice little other feature with this is that the gun actually cocks back and forth like that. So that's actually a nice little feature there. And let's get him holding that gun. Okay. So just to show you that. Okay. So now, let's see. And okay, so that is to show you that he can actually hold the gun right here and actually hold it within that other hand. There we go. So now it looks like he's about ready to cock the gun back and forth right here. And actually his trigger finger, it actually goes around the trigger of the gun, which is really nice, especially if you're doing photos. Whoops, let's get you, there we go. Okay, so it just looks more realistic that way. And it just, I love this because they hold the accessories. It doesn't look abnormal. It looks like he's actually about to fire the gun, or he's like really holding the gun ready to go into action. Okay, so let's take the gun out of your hand here, sir. Okay, so the next accessory is he gets a second gun, which is a smaller gun, and he actually gets an accessory for the gun, which is this scope. And the scope, as you can see, has got this bracket. Okay, so there you go. Okay, and the bracket snaps right on top. Let's see there, I think that's how it goes. I hope I don't have that backwards. Okay, so it goes on top of the gun just like that, and I'm going to show you. Let's see. So there is him holding the gun. Okay, and again the trigger finger is near the trigger, so it actually looks like he's about to fire the gun, or he's just actually holding the gun like a person should. Okay, very cool. And actually this is where he would have his second hand, I'm assuming, so he can actually hold the gun just, let's see, it slipped out of his hand there just a little bit. Okay, so that's just to show you that he's actually holding the gun like a person should. It's just great. The accessories that they make are just so awesome. Okay, and the next accessory here is a flashlight, and the flashlight actually does have a like a red filter tint, like some of the military flashlights do, and it's actually got some little design on it there, the on and off switch, and the belt clip right there. Okay, so, and then to show you, let's have him holding the flashlight. Okay, so that's to show you that he's actually holding the flashlight. Okay, it's not out of proportion, it looks really good, and there we go. Okay, so he's holding his flashlight. Okay, all right, next accessory, he has a, now I think I lost one of my accessories. Oh, there they are. Okay, so he's got, I'm assuming what these are is a light and smoke flare. So right here on the left would be the smoke flare, and I'm assuming this would be the light flare. And the light flare actually has got, looks like a belt, like you would strap it through the belt loop or whatever, but he doesn't have a belt, so I'm not too sure how that would be attached to his body if he's gonna hold it somewhere other than his hands. But that's just to show you him holding it. Okay. So there you go, holding the little, I'm assuming a light flare. And please correct me if I'm wrong, if that's not a light flare. I saw another video where someone was calling it a light flare, and they were in the military, so okay. And then his other little flare there, smoke flare. Okay. Just take that out of your hand. And then another awesome accessory here is a walkie-talkie, which is 2 colors. Which it's a black, and then it's got the face of it is blue, so at least it has some detail to it, which is really nice. And it actually does have some detail on the face of the walkie-talkie, so it looks like a walkie-talkie. And then what we're going to do is, so he can hold the walkie-talkie in his hand, and so that he can bring it up close to him. And I apologize if you hear my dog barking, but he hears the UPS man. Okay, so that's just to show you what it looks like, so he can bring the walkie-talkie up to his face and actually look like he's talking with it. Okay, and actually so he looks like I can get him at an angle there. So he's actually calling in for support, or he's just calling his commander, whatever. So just another great little accessory. Okay, and then the last accessory, since he is classified as a Navy SEAL tunnel hunter, is that he comes with these knee pads, so he would be crawling around in the dirt, in the mud, whatnot. And these actually do have elastic straps, so what I will do is, I'm assuming I would have to take his boot off here. Okay, so let's get these on really quick. So I can try to see how these go on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's see if I can strap these on really quick here. And again, do this off camera. Because these actually have to be done around the cargo camouflage pant things. Okay, I'm not going to do both of them. I'm just going to do one of them. And elastic is a little hard to get around the little pants here, but it will give you an idea of what this would look like if he actually had the knee pads on. Okay. Okay, well, I'm actually having a little trouble getting this on. Okay. Alright, well, it's getting caught up in the pants here. Okay, well, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I actually have one of the elastic straps that are getting caught up. But that is actually to show you that they actually do go on, and that's what they would assumingly look, assumingly, that's not a word, would assume what it would look like if it was actually on his body, like on a real Navy SEAL. It's got this double strap, and so I'm just getting a lot of the strap around the cargo pant here. So that's actually that's the best I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is just to show you. Let's see. Okay, so that's one of the knee pads. Excuse me, that's one of the knee pads, and I do apologize for the kind of crappy way that I put that on, but it's just being caught up there, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time trying to do it. So that's another, actually I think that's the last accessory that I was going to show you there. And that is actually it for this World Peacekeeper. There is actually quite a bit different World Peacekeepers that they have at Big Lots. Big Lots actually have, you go to different ones, and they have a lot of different varieties, so you just have to shop around and look. And very cool for whatever it is, $13-15 that I paid. So they're well worth it, and they're just really awesome military doll / action figures. And hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you hope that I showed the best that I could with this toy. And again, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, keep playing with those toys, keep collecting, just have fun, and until next time.